Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's Christine with gaugegirltraining, an online meal planning and coaching service. In today's video, we're gonna talk about natural remedies for high cortisol levels and excessive stress. So let's get started. Now, cortisol is commonly referred to as the stress hormone, but you need to realize that cortisol is present in highly stressed individuals as well as perfectly healthy folks, because cortisol has vital functions to let your body operate the way it needs to. Cortisol is helpful at keeping us awake and alert. Cortisol is good at preventing fatigue or brain fog. It keeps our metabolism running. Cortisol is excellent at helping balance your blood sugar levels. It reduces inflammation. It helps with healing. It balances fluid levels based off of your salt and water intake. It also contributes to your overall control of your blood pressure. It helps with many cognitive functions like learning. It allows us to respond and escape perceived danger. And last but not least, it helps to develop the fetus during pregnancy. So we need cortisol. However, when cortisol gets to a place where it is unregulated due to stress, it can begin to cause a lot of hormone imbalances. It can cause weight gain. It can cause a lot of terrible things that just make you feel like crap. Now, how do you know if you have high levels of cortisol? Well, the number one thing is you will most likely struggle with weight gain. You will most likely start to feel puffy and have a flushed, rounded face, mood swings, increased anxiety, trouble sleeping normally. You will have issues with and surrounding fatigue. High levels of cortisol can also drive your cycles to become irregular. It can also cause high blood pressure. This is a really, really big one. Acne, changes in the skin, higher rates of bone fracture, muscle aches and pain, changes in libido, more likely lower libido due to changes in estrogen and decreased testosterone in men, excessive thirst, increased urination, and a higher susceptibility to infections. That stress response can lower your immune system response. And then last but not least, if you have a hump between your shoulder blades, you can see this image here. These are all signs that you have elevated cortisol. So the root of this can come from a lot of things. This can be due to overtraining, being malnourished, depression, addiction, alcohol or drug abuse, a kidney or a liver disease, hypothyroidism, pregnancy, obesity, nutrient deficiencies, it's a very big one, as well as a recent surgery, an illness, or an injury. These could be the underlying causes of excess elevated cortisol levels. Now, cortisol can be requested via a blood test from your doctor, and there are prescribed normal ranges. If you guys want me to dig deeper about testing and lab results, I could do a separate video and explain more, but elevated cortisol can be confirmed. Now, in order to lower your cortisol levels naturally, you need to know that this can absolutely be done. You want to switch to a whole foods anti-inflammatory diet. You are going to want to eliminate those refined processed carbs. You're going to want to eliminate those sugars, the preservatives, and just start sticking to real whole foods and really dialing up the natural proteins, the micronutrients from the vegetables. You want to be getting really good quality sources of healthy fats as well, along with plenty of dietary fiber. Now, the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to reduce and manage that stress, and meditation, prayer, and just general overall mindfulness is going to be so central to really focusing your overall efforts on getting those levels lower. Because if you don't stop and do a real mental assessment about why you're behaving the way you're behaving, why certain things are getting to you, and why your mood is all over the place, and why this is ultimately negatively affecting your body, only you can slow down and go through that thought process. You could also consider acupuncture. That has been helpful for certain individuals. Deep breathing exercises are also excellent. Spending more time in nature as well as just being outdoors in general is so healing for lowering your cortisol levels. So the next one is you are going to want to exercise regularly. Exercise has been scientifically proven melatonin to lower your cortisol levels, you're going to be needing to get a minimum of 150 minutes per week to have an effective result in that department. Next one is you want to incorporate apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar has been scientifically confirmed and studied and researched to naturally lower cortisol levels. You can do it as a shot, but you can also just add it to your food. I like to add it to a bed of arugula. And then last but not least, you're going to want to get enough sleep. I cannot emphasize this enough. Getting deep, restful sleep, really focusing on your sleep hygiene, turning off the lights, the TVs, the phones, the noise, like darkening the room, really not drinking any caffeine after, I'd say, even noontime, really focusing on getting deep, restful sleep. So please comment below if this video was helpful to you. Please comment if you experience high cortisol, what signs and symptoms you have, and which of the approaches to addressing it you want to try out. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.